Sha'Carri Richardson, 26 years old. World champion, the most electric sprinter American track has seen in a generation. On Saturday in Shanghai, she steps onto the track for a highly anticipated clash against the woman who has owned the 200 meters for years, their first time meeting at this distance since Budapest. Since 2021, Sha'Carri Richardson and Shericka Jackson have met over a dozen times. Primarily in the 100 meters, Jackson leads the overall series. But the score only tells part of the story. The most historic race they ever ran together went to Richardson, Budapest, August 2023, the World Athletics Championships 100-meter final. Richardson came out of the blocks clean, drove hard through the middle, and crossed the line in 10.65 seconds, the fastest 100-meter run by an American woman in the history of the World Championships. Jackson crossed in 10.72 for silver, gold for Richardson, silver for Jackson. The biggest race on the biggest stage, and the American had won it. That result is the measure both athletes carry into Shanghai. Jackson leads the head-to-head overall. Richardson holds the signature championship performance. That is the tension threading through their rivalry. Jackson has won more often. Richardson has won when the 100-meter stakes were highest. Most of those races happened over 100 meters. The 200 meters is a completely different domain. They last shared a global final at this distance in Budapest, where Jackson ran away with gold and Richardson took bronze. The 100 meters gave them a rivalry. The 200 meters is Jackson's kingdom, and Richardson is the challenger. Richardson's 2025 season did not go the way she planned. She found her way onto the track when she could but never put together the consistent run of individual races that produces big performances. She finished 5th in the 100 meters at the Tokyo World Championships. She did anchor the American 4x100-meter relay team to gold in a thrilling victory over Jamaica, but the individual sprint result she had chased since Budapest eluded her in 2025. She came into 2026 building from scratch. Her first race of the year was in Australia. Richardson started from scratch, chasing a field that had a massive head start on her, and she won the final in 13.07 seconds. She said the format was useful. Chasing everyone actually made me activate and work on my race pattern, she told Australian television. It was a good first race. Then came Florida. Her personal best in the 200 meters is 21.92 seconds, the bronze she ran in Budapest. On Saturday, she will need to either match that or go past it, because the woman across the track has run 51/100ths of a second faster than that in her lifetime. The gap on paper is real. The question is what Richardson has been building toward. Shericka Jackson is the queen of the 200 meters. That is not a nickname. It is a documented record. Her personal best of 21.41 seconds, set in Budapest in August 2023, is the second fastest 200-meter run in the history of the event. Only Florence Griffith Joyner, who ran 21.34 at the 1988 Seoul Olympics, has ever gone faster. Jackson has run 5 of the 10 fastest 200-meter times ever recorded. She won consecutive world titles in the event in 2022 and 2023. Between June 2022 and May 2024, she did not lose a 200-meter race. More than 2 full years. Unbeaten, then Paris happened. Jackson had qualified for the Games. She won the Jamaican national trials. She arrived ready. But a persistent leg injury took everything away just before her competition began. She withdrew from the 100 meters, and moments before the heats, pulled out of the 200 meters. She watched the remainder of the Paris Olympics from the sidelines, unable to defend what she had spent her peak building. She came back in 2025. Her first race back was a 60-meter dash in Kingston in January. Then more work, more races. At the Tokyo World Championships in September, she reached the 200-meter final and finished 3rd in 22.18 seconds. But for an athlete who had gone unbeaten across 2 years at this distance, 3rd place was a signal of where the comeback stood. Not yet back to 21.41. Moving toward it. Shanghai is her first Diamond League 200 meters of 2026. she arrives as the most decorated 200-meter sprinter in this entire field, running her signature event, looking to reassert her dominance. The 100 meters is a straight line. The whole event is acceleration and maintenance. Both athletes run it as fast as physically possible, and whoever gets to top speed first and holds it longest tends to win. Richardson and Jackson have run that race numerous times and split it closely enough that the series could flip with one performance. How a sprinter enters the bend, how they angle their body, how they manage the centrifugal force that pulls them outward around the turn, these are technical skills that exist separately from raw speed. There is the question of how an athlete exits the curve and transfers momentum onto the straight. Some sprinters curve fast and fade. Some are slow on the bend and accelerate late. The best 200-meter runners curve cleanly and drive all the way through, and Jackson has done this at the highest level for years. Her curve is a technical weapon. Richardson's relay anchoring tells you her straight-line speed is moving. Her relay leg at Tom Jones produced a time consistent with someone in strong sprint shape. But the relay is one leg of a team effort. The 200 meters in an individual race is a different physical and mental demand from start to finish. They have not raced this distance against each other since Budapest. The dynamic has shifted. The numbers favor Jackson. Her personal best is 51/100ths of a second faster than Richardson's. She has 2 world titles in this specific event. Her technical experience in the 200 meters is deeper than anyone else in this field. She spent her entire peak building this race, and Richardson is stepping into it to challenge her. Richardson's case is not built on times. It is built on momentum and timing. She won the most important 100-meter race they ever ran together in Budapest. Jackson proved across 2025 that she can return from injury and reach a global podium. But returning to the podium and returning to 21.41 form are two separate things, and Jackson is still fighting to close that final gap. Richardson also arrives having had a complete uninterrupted preparation for this season. The relay leg in Florida, the historic win in Australia, the declaration of an unstoppable year, these point to an athlete who is not limping into her opener. She is stepping in ready. Nobody truly knows what either woman is carrying until the gun fires on Saturday evening in Keqiao. Saturday in Shanghai does not finish this conversation. Shanghai sets the frame. Whoever wins Saturday walks into Rome carrying the first major statement of the season. If Richardson wins, she arrives having beaten the 2-time world champion in her signature event. If Jackson wins, she arrives having defended her territory. This is stop 1. This is where Richardson and Jackson begin answering who rules the curve this year. It starts Saturday, and the sport is watching.